Hi, I'm Shannon McGee, Network and Action franchise owner here in Music City. And today I'm with Eric Jackson, founder and CEO of Element 47. Good afternoon, Eric. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm doing great.
Thanks for joining me today. So, so tell me, how come you decided to start your company and get into the digital marketing space?
Well, I'm unemployable. That's the number one reason. When I went out into the working world after college, I quickly realized that I had a lot of ideas about how things ought to work. And turns out I was right about a lot of them. And I'm at the risk of sounding like an egomaniac. So in my mid 20s, I helped found a company in the printing industry, and my major in college was advertising. So I was always drawn to um, messaging and um, brand, and really loved print. And of course, the internet cured me of that. I mean, I saw what the opportunity was. So when I founded Element 47, I knew that there were a lot of companies out there that didn't really quite understand it, and they needed somebody that they can actually trust to help them grow their own business. And I think I've put together a team and a way of doing that that's very attractive. And we've got a pretty good history of not only building really awesome websites that do what they're supposed to do, that work, that look good, but helping clients take advantage of all the different digital marketing assets out there, um, uh, both pay-per-click advertising, email marketing, SEO, content marketing, video, all those things that we're able to produce and show actual results and track what those results are, so that people feel good about spending money and investing money in marketing. They actually get something out of it.
That's awesome, Eric. I love your focus on the results. I think a lot of times people get so focused, especially in marketing, so focused on the creative, they forget that the real purpose is results. So I love that focus. But but I also am curious. So tell me about the name Element 47. It seems unique. Tell me a little bit more how you came up with that name.
Well, first of all, it was very intentional. I wanted it to be something that didn't say marketing or advertising. I wanted it to be sort of an empty vessel that I could pour the brand into. The short story is, my partner and I, in my previous business, we did two totally different things. And it was time for we were going to split the company into two halves, into two separate companies, and I needed a name. I had this word element in my head. It's just that might be a good name, but I wanted it to be differentiated somehow and make people ask questions. And I thought, well, a number might work, and so I picked a number that meant something to me. So when I was a kid, my family would pile into the car, my mom and dad and brother and sister, and we would be going somewhere on vacation, typically where I would get the opportunity to sleep on a relative's couch, really fancy vacations. And so we'd ask my dad, how many more miles, how much longer, when are we going to get there, all those typical kid questions. And we didn't have phones and GPS and things like that. So he would tell us for a little while what the answers were. And then eventually he just got tired of it because we wouldn't stop asking. And he would just say 47. And so years later, when I decided that this was going to be part of the name of my company, I asked him why 47. He said, I just thought it sounded funny. So it didn't really mean anything. But when I'm in meetings with prospects, they ask similar questions. How long is this going to take? What is the result going to be? When are we going to get there? And it's like, 47. I don't, typically we have to go back to the team and talk about all the factors that would play into a successful marketing effort for that prospect. And we want to be accurate, and we want to, give good information. So it does take a little bit of time. And once the engagement starts, we dive in even deeper. We want to make sure that we peel the onion and make sure that we understand everything about their business, who their ideal client is, what they're about, so that we can accurately portray them in the marketplace and help them be successful. So that's the short version. There is a longer version, which I won't bore you with here.
I love the family story. I love the tie-in and I love the intention behind the name. What a great way to bring up marketing to, something that makes them ask questions because that's what you get to do. So, super great stories today, Eric. If somebody wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
Um, I am abhor email, but I do have to use it like everybody else. You'll find me at ej at element47.co, not .com, .co. And I also am great on the phone. 615-426-4248 is my mobile. Text me, call me, leave me voicemail. I will call you back. I would love to talk to anybody about what their ideas are in marketing and see how we can possibly help. And if I'm not the answer, I'll help you find the person who is.
That's wonderful. Thanks for your time, Eric. It's been great talking to you today.
Thanks. Likewise.